Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So you can see I have my Christmas tree here that I decorated in a previous video, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm loving the pop of red this year. It's kind of like a woodsy theme with a lot of red berries. And I am really, really loving it. And this year I wanted to put a wreath up on our rock mantle, and I was gonna have it be plain, and then I decided I really wanted it to match my Christmas tree, and I thought that would be so fun. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys how I put it together and all the other things that I'm gonna put on it. So let's get started on this project. So this is where the wreath is going to go. I have a few things already up there that I'm thinking I might want up there with it. But I haven't had a wreath up here yet, and I thought it would be really fun this year to add that. And so I did have my husband come in, and I'm gonna paint this with nail polish, but you can kind of see like the mortar screw, I think that's what it's called, up there, and that will hold it really nice. He wasn't sure if he wanted to do it in the mortar or the rock, but we went for the mortar, and I think that was a good decision. I'll paint that with some nail polish that matches it, and it won't stand out as much when I don't have anything on it like I do at Christmas time. So this is where I'm gonna put it. I like this room, it's so fun, and I just wanted to make it a little more fun, and I decided to add that red to it because I just wanted it to pop. And you can see that my Christmas tree is over here. So it's just kind of across on the other side of the house. So here's the tree again. I have a tutorial for it if you guys want to see that. Tutorial, I don't know. It's like decorate my tree with me. It's not really a tutorial, but here are the things that I have, and here is the wreath that I got. I went back and forth at Hobby Lobby trying to decide whether I should do lights with batteries or plug-in lights. I wasn't sure I wanted a string hanging down. I still quite haven't decided. I think I need to pull out the battery lights that I got. I know the batteries don't last very long in those though, so it kind of drives me crazy. So I might pull out a string of lights, and I'm definitely gonna string some. I do have some lights that I already have, so I think I will pop these on there. And then I'll figure out what to do with the cords. I can maybe strategically place them because I do have a plug right on top of my mantle, so should be totally fine. So before we do that, I wanted to show you. So the wreath that I got at Hobby Lobby, I started making this, and then I thought I should make this a tutorial, but I just got this one right here. It's just their plain one. Just like this, you know, pretty standard, not very cute, but I knew I could put something on top of it to make it a little cuter. And I found these at Target, and I thought they would be perfect. They had little pine cones on them. And so what I did is I kind of wrapped some of these around to secure them, and then kind of wiggled them in there, and then pulled some of this out around it. So you had still some of that poking through. So I'll just settle this one in here. I just wanted a little bit different texture on it. And what's nice about this is you can use this as a base and switch it up every year. So I'm not gonna like zip tie these or anything. I just kind of wove them in there, and then I just wrap this around a few spots to secure it so it doesn't fall down. Super easy. Now I'm gonna put the lights on it, and then we'll get ready with these things. So I had these from last year from Hobby Lobby because I don't have any more because I used them all on the tree here, but see how they pop a little bit? And so I wanted a little bit of ornaments that popped a little bit because this tree is pretty simple. I mean, there's a lot going on, but it really is pretty simple. But so I'm gonna use just these matte ones, and then these are the velvet ones. They're like a burgundy color, like a raspberry burgundy. Let me open it. They're such a nice red. I love this kind of raspberry red. It's showing up more red than it is. It actually is a little more pink, and I think those look cute together. So I'm going to place some of these on here, and that's so cute, and it's going to match my tree. So I have some of these darker stems that I like to have with the brighter ones to kind of give it a little bit of depth, and so I kept a few of these that went on my tree because I knew I wanted to use them on something. And then I have some stems left over from previous years that are more this cherry red that match. And these ones pop a little bit more actually. And then I'm gonna put in here too, kind of with this. So that should be really fun. And then I have these pine cone stems that I got at Coming Home in Salt Lake. And they came all tied together, and I kept them tied together on my tree so they would be in clumps, but I separated them a little bit for this because it's a little bit of a smaller item. And so I'll just tuck a few of these together. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I might have to kind of snap the ends of these because they're kind of long, and I don't know how I'm gonna hide them, but we'll see what I do when I get to that point. These were only like $4 for a 6-pack, which was actually kind of a good deal. Or maybe it's 5. Yeah, 5 that come together like this. So cute, love them. So I have some of these that I'm gonna put on there too. And then I have a bag of pine cones left over from last year, and I'll secure little bunches of pine cones together as well with some wire that I need to grab. And I also have these berries, which are a little bit more of a deeper red. I might use just these and not these other ones. We'll see. I'm just going to play around with it a little bit. So let's get going and put this wreath together. And I wanted to mention I had bought 6 of these and only used 5 on this big one. I think this is, I can't remember what size this is. My fireplace was 64 inches, and I think they had one about that size, and I got the one size down. So I want to say it was like 48 inches in diameter. So it will fit really well on my mantle. So I have to pick what I want to be my top, and this is, I don't know, this is kind of an oval wreath, I noticed when I hung it up. So I think I want it more wide. So I think I'm going to designate that as the top so that I have this plug-in that can hang down. And I wonder if I can take lights out of this and it'll still work. But I think I do want these lights on here, so I'm just going to go for it, and then we'll figure out the problem when we get to it. Let me go look at the fireplace and see. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to do that because when you take the bulbs out, they don't work. So I have these LED lights that I got that are battery operated, and we're going to try them, see how they work. I don't know if 100's enough. I might have to run to the store and get more, but we're going to start and see. Okay, so now I'm gonna put some ornaments on. I have these hooks that I got from Target. I like these green ones because they're pretty flexible and you can use them as wire, however you like, but I like them better than what the ornaments come with. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did with my tree. I'm gonna try to put them where I have the berry clusters mostly. So I have some green spaces and some pine cones without anything around it. So it's kind of a clustered look, if that makes sense. And I've got one here there. And so I want to put one a little down further. I don't want it right across from the other one, so I'll put this one here. Try to do it so it's like this, so that the attachment thing isn't showing. Just twist that around. And I think these lights are great. I think they're perfect, actually. Not too overwhelming. And then I'll try to settle those in there like that. I'll do a few more. This is the base. I'm going to put one right here. Kind of settled in, and I don't want to cover up my lights if I can help it. Just attach this one to this. And I like this darker color next to this brighter red right here. It's kind of fun. Okay, so I've got one here, one here, one here. Let's do like one up there, and then we'll do one here. And now I'm going to add these matte ones. Okay, so I have some of these stems, and I think this will be perfect to help match the tree. I was going to use these on the tree, but I didn't end up using these frosty ones, but they kind of match the little pine cones that I have on the tree that are a little bit frosted. Let me show you. Let me see if I can zoom in. So right here, you can see this frosted one right there. So I added one here. I tucked it in so it wasn't too overwhelming, but I'm going to do that in this spot, just a few, probably going this way, and then just a few poking out over here. And what I'm doing underneath, I'm just grabbing this long stem here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm grabbing this long stem and I'm just tucking it up under the frame. There. Because I want it out of the way, and I don't want this too overwhelming. So I'm gonna tuck some of it behind and just have a little bit showing. I think that adds quite a bit. I think that's great. I want this tucked up in here. There. Now I'm gonna tuck it. There we go. And I'm gonna try to bury this one for the most part, because I don't want it too much of it right here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Let me stand up and get a really good look. Okay, I think I might swap the way I have where the top is, but I do have the battery thing here. Where is it? Somewhere around here. Lost it. Where is it? It's right here. I don't really want it by these pine cones. So I'll probably tuck it here. This is how I originally wanted the top, but now that I'm looking at it, I think I want it more like that. I might want to add another ornament here, here. Yeah, let me just look at it and see if I want to add more. Okay, let's get this wreath hung up and then we'll take a good look at it. I fluffed it up a little bit, but we're gonna take a look at it up on the mantle and see if it needs anything and see how it looks up there, and hopefully I can get it up there. Okay, it's kind of heavy now. Okay, it's kind of hard to see because it's so backlit, but I absolutely love it up there. Oh, so Christmassy, so pretty. So let's see how these reindeer look up here. I was gonna put them up here, but I think, I don't know if they're gonna work or not with this wreath here. Oh. Yeah, the reindeer might have to go somewhere else. Dang it, that's what I had planned for them. But I really love that this wreath matches. My house is a mess. I'm trying to only show you the stuff that's clean because I'm putting out Christmas, but look, yeah, that reindeer, it's gonna have to go somewhere else. It just doesn't look that great here, but I love the wreath here. I love the pop of red on it. Even though I was gonna do something plain, I love that it matches my Christmas tree. And it turned out really cute, I think. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I think I am gonna put these candle sticks up here and some candles on the side. And then I'm just gonna drape a simple garland here and have stockings on this side with the candles on that side so it's balanced. And that'll be pretty simple. Maybe I'll put a cute bow on it or something. So I think that turned out so cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching. And just so you know, you'll see the end result of this. I'm gonna do something a little different this year because it's been a little crazy here with people coming in and out, and I haven't been able to like film the clean and decorate with me. So I'm just gonna do like a full Christmas house tour when I'm all done decorating. So you guys have that to look forward to. That will be coming as soon as I can get it up, probably after Thanksgiving. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.